So hello and welcome to day 30, and today is the last day of the challenge. 4 pieces of paper. What's it gonna be? It is dining room table. That's a good job because I put my Easter decorations up yesterday, but I ran out of time to do the dining room table. So let's go and do that. And so here you have it. This is my dining room table. And yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Do I eat it? No. Should I? Yes. These jumpers were actually drying from yesterday, so they can be taken upstairs. I've got some papers to go through, and as you can see, my stack of post is there that I need to also go through. It's been open, but I need to actually sort it properly. And then round here, I've got some Eastery bits that need to go up. Now, I have done my decorations on this internal door, and then I realised I've not actually put some of the other Easter decorations up, which are there. So I do have to do that onto that door, so I do need to move. I'll probably take that off and rearrange some of the other ones. Right, so I've also down here got all my stuff to take to the dump or charity shop, but that will be done when I get there. Eventually. It's been sat there for about a month or so. But my dump isn't open that often. And for spring, I have a new tablecloth to go on. So I'm going to put it over the top of this one because this is actually quite thick. So if Blue jumps up here, that and that means hopefully his claws won't go through, because underneath this table has been scratched up. So without further ado, I'm not going to set a timer, because the last time I tried to do my dining room table, it took more than 5 minutes. But if you've only got 5 minutes, then just do it for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be the dining room table, it could be some areas around your dining room itself. But without further ado, let's do this. Now, can I just tell you, I was really exhausted when filming this, so it did take me a lot longer than planned. But at least it's done now, and hopefully, once I clear all that stuff in the corner, I will be able to sit down properly and eat a meal again at my dining room table. I don't know why, I just seem to be lazy and just sit in front of the TV and eat my dinner of an evening. But I'm hoping that once the warm weather really does start coming in, and it's warmer in the mornings, I will be sitting outside at the outside table and having my breakfast like I did last year, because that was just so lovely to hear the birds singing away. But anyway, I'm now going to sort out the internal door to my house and change out the decorations. It took me a couple of attempts before I got the right sequence of various Easter bits, but I did manage to do it. And so there you have it. I have done the dining room table and I've done that internal door with the rest of the Easter decorations. Now, the pieces of paper and everything that were on the dining room table, I am going to do, obviously off camera. I'll go through them and see what I need to keep and what needs to go through the shredder. So that's one of my tasks I'm doing in a minute. So let's tick off day 30. What I need is a pen. So join me in a minute for a review of the whole of March. See you in a minute. Bye! So hello and welcome to day 31, and today is all about reviewing the whole of the month. So first of all, how did you guys get on with the challenge? And if you took part, what was the good, the bad and the ugly? For me, I think having some relaxing time, even if you can't make Lego properly and you have to involve your brother, I think for me it has to be 5 minutes matters. So just grabbing a timer for 5 minutes and doing things in 5 minutes chunks really does work for me, especially when I'm tired at the end of a long busy day at work, especially when I've done 3 cleans. Shed garage tidy. Ting. I haven't gone out there yet and finished tidying up that little wooden shed. I did get out in the garden the other day and did some stuff in the garden, mowed the lawns. And I was like, I really should do that shed, but the time got away from me. I was like, it will be done. I promise you, it will be done. Relax, something fun to do. The downside of me is shredding my papers. If you've been watching my channel, you know I absolutely hate shredding all my paperwork. And the bag is still sitting in the corner of my lounge on top of the shredder. Now, everyone said to me, well, not everyone, a lot of you said, bring it downstairs and do some shredding of the evening. The downside to that is Blue does not like the shredder. So I can't do it of an evening, and then of course during the day I've been really busy. So I haven't got round to doing any shredding yet. I'm going to make that my mission in April to actually get some shredding done. Spring clean, I did kitchen windows on day 4. Day 5 was kitchen cabinets. Now my kitchen cabinets aren't too bad. I've been decluttering them over the years, so it was quite a simple one for me. Day 6, relax, read a book, mag for 10 minutes. That was a good one. Day 7, wipe down door handles, light switches, any marks off the wall. That was really simple for me. There are a few marks around the house from where Blue puts his paws up on the walls. That needs a lot more time to do. Like on the landing, in the corner of the dining room. And then there's a bit of wall between my airing cupboard and my bathroom door where he's been putting, there's little muddy footprints where he's stretched up, obviously. So I need to do that. Day 8, we all have to do it at some point during the week, maybe 2 or 3 loads. Yep, laundry. I'm pretty good with my laundry. I tend to wash it, dry it. Don't always put it away on the day, but normally the next day when I've got 5 minutes and I'm not sleepy, it normally goes away. Saying that, I did some laundry yesterday and I've got to put it in the dryer, but I can't put it in the dryer until I've finished chatting to you guys, because otherwise you'll get the sound of the dryer in the video. Again, day 9, 5 minutes matters. Can't remember what I did for that. I'd have to load up YouTube and find what I did. Day 10, kids room or tackle something for 5 minutes. Yay, I like tackling things for 5 minutes. Day 11 was bathroom. Doesn't take me long to do my bathroom. There's only me that really used it. Occasionally my brother. Day 12, kitchen, worktops. That was really good, although it took me more than 5 minutes. I was able to get the corner of my kitchen all nice and tidy again. Day 13, hoover and sweep. So I did that. Day 14, make a list of things that need doing, fixing or get quotes. That list is still here. Tidying up around the side. I've made a start of tidying up around the side of my house so that I can go to the dump. As I say in the previous video, I've got a pile in the corner of my dining room that needs to go to the dump or charity shop. So I will combine outside, inside at the same time. I've still got to get the kitchen lino done. I haven't forgotten about that. I do need to do that. In fact, I did mop this floor yesterday and to back wipe the floor yesterday. And miraculously, I was in here like I am today with just with my socks on, not my slippers. And because it's nice and clean, I'm not really slipping on it, but I don't want to tempt fate. But it is on my list to do. Still haven't taken the lights off my fence outside. I need to do that. Those are the Christmas lights. They're not working, the battery's died in them. Clean trainers, I've been wearing those trainers whilst I've been out and about, but not in clients' houses. Boiler cupboard, I did that. Storage box in lounge with the shelving bits in there. That's still sitting in the lounge. I could do the shelf somewhere in my house to put my Lego on. But the only issue with that is then I have to clean the shelf, and it could be a risk of blue jumping up onto said shelf. So I need to think my little Lego figurines. They can't all fit in my display unit, you see. I still haven't got around to planting any bulbs, but we are still having cold weather. So we're getting cold weather at night, but during the day it's lovely and sunny. Like, it's been like 15 degrees today, but it's still too cold at night to get some bulbs in. Pegboard outside cupboard, I did that, or I did the shed anyway. But I haven't done the other one because that shed door. So I've got two cupboards outside. I've got the wooden shed, which I put the pegboard up, which you saw on day one. But the other pegboard is going to go in the other outside cupboard. But that door needs replacing because it's gone rotten at the bottom. So, hey Blue. Hi. Hi. Yeah, and kitchen cupboards are fine. So that's all good. Pardon? Come here. Please try and talk to me, by the way. You don't want to say hello to people? No? You're okay. Let me go and put him down. Right, the cat's gone down. He doesn't like being held for too long. Where was I? Day 14. Day 15, cobweb and dust. That didn't take long to do. Day 16, hello, you're back again. It's not, he thinks it's mealtime because clocks went forward. So he's thinking, I'm hungry, can I have some food? You've probably got some food in your bowl. Oh, you're gonna have some water, good boy. Day 16, tackle something for 5 minutes. I did the bedroom, of course. Day 17, porch and entranceway. Yeah, that's still looking pretty tidy. Day 18, again, we all love it, was laundry. So I did laundry. Day 19 was stairs, clean and dust. That was when my so-called camera ran out of memory storage, but it wasn't. I'd managed to put my camera in, it wasn't time-lapse, slow-mo. So it only recorded for little short segments of time. That was quite funny. But yeah. Day 20, 5 minutes of moving. Well, I did that, of course. I forgot to line up my camera and myself, but I did it. I asked my brother and he's like, no, we can still see you doing your exercises. I haven't done any more exercising since that video, by the way. I need to make it a habit in April. Day 21, tackle something for 5 minutes. Day 22 was brilliant. It was pick up and put away. Day 23 was a bit of a fail to begin with because I wasn't really ready with all my clothes in the wardrobe. But I did do it eventually. If you saw yesterday's video, you would have seen me do it. Day 24, bedroom floor, 5 minutes. Brilliant. My bedroom floor looks amazing now. Still got some clutter around the rest of the room, but after doing my hoovering with my new hoover, I walk in there and I'm like, oh, this feels nice and clean and spacious again. Day 25, mop floors. That's what I did in yesterday's video. Day 26 was the pantry. I did that little bit of container out of the pantry here and put it into the cupboard behind you on the camera. Day 27, gardening for 5-10 minutes. I did those hanging baskets and a couple of pots. Day 28 was relax for 5-10 minutes. I did some colouring in. Day 29 was bedroom tidy for 5-10 minutes. And day 30 was the video I'd just done previously, which was dining room / table. So, all in all, it was successful, if not a little bit chaotic, when I had to film 5 videos in one go. But I did it. And I just want to say, like last week, you guys didn't see it. I haven't released that video. Only one of my viewers that I'm really good friends with saw the chaos. Last week, I felt terrible being a woman. And I'd had issues with work on one of the days. And so basically, I kind of shut down Monday, Tuesday last week. So my kitchen, and I'd had a busy weekend. So my kitchen was literally a mess. And the rest of the house, especially downstairs, was chaos. And so Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday was a lovely sunny day. And in the afternoon was lovely and sunny. And I was like, I came in from work and I had the afternoon off. And I really want to get out in the garden. I really want to get out in the garden. And then I said to myself, no, you are not allowed to get out in the garden until you have tidied your kitchen and sorted your lounge. So with that, I literally just got on and did it. Got some music on, was dancing around the kitchen as I was doing it. And that meant that I was then able to get outside in the garden, which I used as my reward, and I got some gardening done. So I'm telling you guys now, it's okay if you have blips. We're all human. We can't be perfect every single day, because sometimes things crop up and we can't do anything about it until we are in a situation where we can finally address it. A lot of people say to me, you know, deal with it in that moment. But sometimes I'm exhausted. And in fact, there have been a few times where at the end of the evening, where I haven't quite scraped my plate off, I've got hold of the plate, shoved it in the microwave so that Blue has no access to it. And then in the morning, when I come to make my breakfast and put my porridge in the microwave, I'm like, yeah, I've got to deal with that plate now. But actually, I scraped the stuff into the caddy, put the plate into the dishwasher, because I've been trying to keep on top of that so that it's got the stuff that's dirty in it, and I take it out as soon as I've cleaned it and put it away. But it literally took me like 2-3 minutes to scrape off the plate the other day, and I literally was like, in my head I went, why didn't I do that last night? Why didn't I do that last night? It took me like 2 minutes to do that. Why? But actually, sometimes when you're really, really exhausted in the evening, things feel like it's going to take longer. So for me, of a morning, I'm a little bit more productive, especially when I've done 3 cleans. So it's okay to get a little bit messy and chaotic at times, but you will pick yourself back up, because eventually you'll go, oh, I need to go and sort that. I need to do it. I just need to do it. And as I say, your timer is your best friend, because sometimes it doesn't take as long as what your brain thinks it does. So anyway, that's the whole review of this month. And in the next clip, I will talk to you about April's videos. So until then, bye!